Say you give the people what they want. Take heed of the culture, give the people what they need. Indeed, we the children of the break beat sound. Push back, let the truth rise from the underground. DJ, say you give the people what they like. When the sun then shine, give the people space to fly. Indeed, you the key, get the people on their feet. Let them shake, loose, breathe, make sure they dance straight.
Probably the most complete expression of DJ techniques is the battle showcase or the routine, which this man right here is world ranked in that category.
Sum up scratching all in one is that you could get a million different sounds and combinations of sounds, all from forward and backward and on and off, just like a light switch, on and off. That's all this thing does. Is you can't hear that record now, on and off. So that's one of the neat things about scratching to me is that there's probably thousands of different noises you can get in counting. There's cats coming up with new scratches every day, and it's really just a combination of forward and backward and on and off.
That's very well said. Like right now I'm playing this record, there's sound coming through it, but since I have the crossfader closed, we're not hearing it. But if I were to, I can do that to the sound, or I can just let it play. It's the same sound, just I'm turning it on and off. Kind of like, this one is kind of like, if you were to imagine a strobe light, what it does to light, this is what we're doing that to sound. And there's just a lot of techniques, a lot of combinations of scratching that it's my favorite part of DJing because it's really one of the most creative and improvisational parts. So it's like someone that plays guitar, they solo on that, or a saxophone. This is our version of that.
This the Telecommunications Act generation. Hear the same 6 songs on loop on every station. No child left behind, dumbing down the brain. Program through the waves, they transmit through space. We embrace arms locked for the common civil rights fight. Microchip police state, we ain't gotta wait. Sounds are swelling like the cake in the pockets of your senators. Hip-hop America on the pushback register. Pop it like it's hot, but check the definition. There's a history, there's tradition in the beats that we step to, the style that we rap. In the flow there's a weapon. Peep the blessings and the lessons in the words of our legends. The writing on the wall, the footwork on the floor. Dream sisters, 1s and 2s, spinning Venus and Mars. The movements of our kicks, the swagger in our hips, the truth on our lips when released like this.
I would say once you get in it, you should really don't. It's gonna be hard, but don't stop. Don't quit.
That's it.
That was it.
Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you, and anybody else here, is that with hip hop, one of my favorite things about it is that there's no mold. You know what I mean? You could be any shape, size, color, anything in rock hip hop in a universal language. I was able to go to China a couple years ago and I was breakdancing, DJing with cats who I couldn't talk to, but we were like best friends on the floor, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you something else, when I was your guys' age, a lot of times, I started breakdancing again when I was 8, 9 years old. I thought that there was things I would never be able to do. And that limitation was all put in my head by myself. And now, it's like I could spin on my head for 5 minutes if I want without hands. I got a bald spot to prove it up here.
DJ, move my plate for sure, for sure. Sink the feet and move till you crave. Call you over like I'm a buzzing sonar, sonar. Locked into the show. We'll never leave ya, long as you keep the heat aglow, aglow.
So that's the main thing I'll tell you. Whether you want to do artwork, DJing, b-boying, which is breakdancing, if you want to MC, you could do whatever you want. I mean, this room right here, the Flowbots having this room, that's a huge thing that came right out of Denver onto a national scale. As well as someone like Cysko Rokwel, who tours with Three the Hard Way, which is a great act out of Denver that I'm sure we're going to see a lot more great things from. So that's the one thing I tell you starting out, man. Don't let anything stop you. If you have to go get a $20 turntable from the Goodwill and do on and off, we all did that stuff. I used to have a cassette player and one turntable when I started out, but I love scratching so much that, hey, after a while, after I worked so hard, now I got 2 turntables. Now I'm shopping through the Goodwill for their 25-cent records.
Be the flower, be the blossom, be like bloom, be like seed that be growing in the dirt. Be like trees, be like weeds that sprout into beautiful things that be. Just be, nothing more, that's right, we be. Energy like current, got a right to be free. Got a right to believe anything we conceive. Everything that we dream manifests so it be. Like the ocean, like a bird, my words just be. Proceed with the party, now sparkle like a star. Supernova culture, we be. Yes y'all, like the wind, like breeze, we glide with ease. Through valleys over peaks, through streets on feet, through air on wax, underground over beats. That spring fresh air, inhale, form free. Like a fleet of blue geese, hover soar with wings. Like now, like one, like you, like me. DJ, say you give the people what they want. Take heed of the culture, give the people what they need. Indeed, we the children of the breakbeat sound. Push back, let the truth rise from the underground. DJ, say you give the people what they like. Word, sun, then shine. Give the people space to fly. Indeed, you the key. Get the people on their feet. Let them shake, loose, breathe. Make sure they dance free.